to explain you what is it. So the scoliosis is when the spine is moving and deviating towards the right side or towards the left side. Normal spine, as you probably know, it should be in as much towards the midline as possible, and all the deviations from it is called scoliosis. We have three different parts in our body: cervical, thoracic spine, and the lumbar part. And we can have those scoliosis in those three different parts. Most of the time in children, I can see it in the middle part and the lower part. Sometimes only in one part and the other one is better, and sometimes in both of them. If it's both of them, then we can notice that the spine is going like a S line. If it's only in the one part, then it's like only one part of the S line, so it's like a C. I will explain you what is the principle behind it. So let's make it easy. Let's have a look only on the middle part. So let's say that our spine is deviating towards the left side. It means that on the right side, the muscles are too short. Comparing to the other side, muscles on the left side are too stretched. Why is happening? It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen over one time thing. It's happening over some time. Sometimes it can take years to develop this kind of compensation. Let's say your child is start to go to school, a lot of books in the backpack, and constantly having the backpack on the right side. It creates this disproportion. Then the muscles on the right side, they are getting shorter, and to compensate this movement, the left side is too stretched. As I told you before, it's quite problematic to give you like a specific exercise for this specific scoliosis, because the scoliosis can occur in a different variations. So, but basic basic thought, what we are thinking about the scoliosis is an asymmetry. So the exercises needs to be asymmetric. So in this case, we will focus on stretching the right side and shortening the left side. So that's very important for you, if you notice this kind of things, this kind of disproportion, to go straight to the physiotherapist for the specific exercise program. How to notice that? That's a very important thing. So if you look on the middle part, you observe the shoulder. So one shoulder can go a little bit towards the ceiling, upwards, than the other one, and the same with the shoulder blade following the shoulder. If you want to notice if there is some problem with the lower part, lower scoliosis, then the same principle, just look on the hip. One hip is going a little bit higher up than the other one. With the legs, one leg can be shorter than the other one. Sometimes another component can occur. So if you have a spine, it can go towards right or towards the left, but it can also rotate towards or around its own axis. And this is the rotation component. It's a hard part to notice. You need to have a little bit more specific eye on that. But sometimes you can notice that probably the shoulder is going to move a little bit towards frontal or towards towards the front. And the same with the hip. So on top of this proportion towards the ceiling, it can also rotate towards the front. And then it means, or it can mean, that there is also some rotation component. And it will make a different plan with the exercises. Why is it important to catch it very quick? Our spine is developing, and the structure of the bone is getting harder until around age of 14, 16. So after that period, after this age, and when the spine is getting hard, it's very difficult to move the spine towards the midline again. Before that age, when the spine is still elastic, we can work with the muscle, which will pull the spine towards the midline again. So that's why it's very important to work work on that very early to avoid the problem in the adult life. Because then if you start to work, you doesn't matter that if you are working in the office or is it more physical job, this scoliosis and this disproportion component can give you a lot of pain and discomfort at work. And this is something what we can avoid by working on that very quickly. Maybe you know about the sciatic nerve problem and the syndrome. Is where the nerve is pinched and then it's like radiating towards the leg. Sometimes it can because of the scoliosis. So, and this is something what you develop over many years, and is because you haven't worked on that in the while you've been child. So that's why it's very important to work on that. I hope it was very useful for you, and now you have a little bit more idea about what the scoliosis is and why is it important to work on that. You can, of course, observe our profile on the YouTube. You can subscribe our channel or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It's called osteo.medica. You can get a lot of tips which are for free, and how you can help yourself in case of pain. But I think and I hope you enjoyed the video and it was useful for you. Write me in the comments below. You are very welcome to write me as well the private message, so we can catch and help with the problem what you are struggling with quickly. So thank you for watching.